Hello, Senior Stoner fan. Just a real Senior Stoner back at you for your Candy Pens Aura dab of the day. Hello, everybody. Well, I gotta tell you, for years, I fought like a boxer with being alone. I fought the idea that Mrs. Stoner worked and I was home alone during the day and how horrible it was. Well, guess what? Guess what, everybody? Can you hear this one? Being alone sometimes isn't lonely. Wow. Epiphany. Everybody needs time by themselves. Let's talk about it. And let's go directly to where I remember, because Mrs. Stoner was one of the best, if not the best ever. Mothers. Mothers at home with children, with young children, infants, newborns, up to a couple years old. How about the fact that they don't want tugging and pulling on them? Husband gets home, they're home all day alone. They want to be alone. They're alone with the children. They want to have a little time to pluck their eyebrows. Okay? Mothers with children tugging. Boy, do they want to be alone sometime. Well, how about just plain old husbands and wives kvetching at each other? We kvetch all the time. A husband complains to the wife complains to the husband, back and forth. Oh my God, yada, yada, yada. And it just, you know what it gets to. Boy, wouldn't the kvetching husband and wife like a little private time? How about always having to please a customer? How about if you're working in sales and all you have to do all day long is be nice to people? Doesn't matter if they're nice to you, you have to let it drip off of you, just peel right down, and you have to be nice to them. Customers, what do you think of that? Well, let's go further, because things are starting to open up in the world and people have lives beyond their own homes. Employees. Think about this one. You're an employee. Everyone, unless you're an owner, is an employee. You got a boss. Don't you want to go home and get away from the boss and be alone? Think about it. Well, how about if you're on a team? You're on a team, on a volleyball team, because I know they talk a lot. Baseball teams talk a lot while they're on the field. Talk, nonstop. Basketball, talk. Do you think they'd like a little time by themselves, quiet at home, to stare at a wall one day? Alone. How about religious people? People who go to church, temple, wherever they go, mosques, and pray a lot and sing a lot with groups. Boy, they want to have their ears and their vocal cords resting sometime, somewhere, alone. Singers singing. Musicians, rock stars. They get up there, they're singing their hearts out, my God. Well, guess what? Eventually they get spent and need a moment by themselves. I've given you all kinds of examples, from real life to really fancy life to crazy life. Guess what? All these examples still show that people want time alone. And it's not a bad thing, it's a good thing. Wow. What an epiphany for me. Wow. What I also found when I started to think about this and peel back the different layers is solitude is one of those things that's truly in the eye of the beholder. Now that one really needs some talking about, because one man's quiet is another man's noise. Wow. Think about that one. Wow. You want to go for a bath and soak yourself in your bathtub. Somebody else might hate that. Somebody might not like that. Okay? Somebody might not like sitting in a tub. You're going to go to the spa and have spa treatments. Some people don't like having things done to them like that. You want to go for a haircut and groom yourself a little bit. Some people don't like sitting in the barber chair. It's all about what you individually want. And it's all about what you individually want to do alone. Both are okay. get a massage, get a manicure, okay? But you know what? You're still going to want time alone by yourself. The key thing here, and it's funny, it comes from both places. It comes from doing things, a lot of things, those things you really want to do, and it comes from that moment of solitude, that moment of inner peace, that moment when you say to yourself, wow, I'm comfortable now. I found a pleasure, even if it was really small. Little pleasures. Search out the little pleasures in life. They're really important. And remember, being alone doesn't have to be lonely. Let's take our dab of the day. We're going to do a nice diamond dab with a nice sativa diamond and set our day up. Sugar is with me, as always. Right, Shuggy? Let's fire the old Oura up. Here we go. I'm going to fire it up on green, which should give it a milky hit. Just going to give it a few seconds to percolate. Have a great Friday out there, everybody. Hope the weather's good where you are. Find your small inner little thing to do, even if you're alone. Make peace with yourself. Alone is good. Don't feel lonely. Cheers. And have a great day, everybody. If you like this video, please subscribe.